Alright guys, hope you all are having a good day. This is a video I wanted to be making for a while. This is by far the biggest question we get asked when we're doing the Lunar live streams. Why can't we see the flag? Why can't we see the Lunar module? So I wanted to kind of give you a reason why we can't see it here from Earth. We do have some pretty powerful telescopes, some pretty big telescopes. And just remember, bigger is not always better. What you see here up on the screen is, of course, Google Earth. Everybody pretty much can have access to this program. And as you can see where my little dot is here, we're just going to zoom in on the Apollo site when they landed. As you see, this area right here is small enough already. Okay, we're getting almost to the microscopic level from Earth. But we're just going to keep going in, and we're going to center this Apollo site. As you see, you still see this little square right here. We're going even smaller than that. And we're going to keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. And then, of course, you have the Apollo site. Now, this is your lunar lander, your flags. You can click on any one of those, Google Earth. Well, what we're going to do is, right here you see I have this measuring tool, and I have it measuring in miles. We're just going to make a click right here on the very edge, and we're going to run that all the way across to the other side. Now, as you can see right there, okay, it's not even 1/10 of a mile across. Okay, 1/10 of a mile. So, and if you want to, you can go smaller. If you just want to see how big the lunar lander was, you can kind of go from there to there just to get a rough idea. You can also adjust with feet and yards and everything, but less than a 1/10 of a mile, this whole area where Apollo 11 was. Okay, now if we want to put that in the scope about what that actually is, what we can do is we'll take this up here and we'll jump back to Earth real quick, and we'll pick an area, I don't know, that is pretty popular. Most people know just from it being an iconic place on Earth. So why don't we just go ahead and zoom into Washington, D.C., and hell, we'll go right into the White House here just for scaling. There we go, going down here, going down here. Everybody's Illuminati thing. Alright, and here we have the White House. Okay. Now if you look at this, remember what that scaling was. It was 0.08 of a mile. So we're not even this close when we view the moon through a telescope. But let's just say, let's just go from this edge of this building here to almost the edge of this building. Actually, that's pretty good. So the span between the east and west wing of the White House, okay, that's pretty much an 0.08 of a mile. Okay, now the closest we get with a telescope from the moon perspective, okay, you're still watching the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C. Let's just say we go here from the river and go over to the other side of the river, if it'll click for me. Okay, as you can see up there in the corner, that's about 4.7 miles. 4.7 miles in D.C. Okay, now can you see the yellow line from the White House? No, you can't. Alright, so let's go back to the moon. We'll jump back in at Apollo 11. This little small site down here. Now, if you pay attention to our moon feeds, our live moon feeds, you will see that even when we get up close, alright, to a lot of these craters, we're about this far away, alright, even on our closest nights with the big scope. Alright, so let's pick a nice clear area. Now remember, that was, what was that, 7 miles across there in DC, something like that. Let's just go to this one crater right here, the one that they have nice and clear in view for us. If we go to rim, from right here to right here, if you notice up here, that is 18 miles across. 18 miles. And what was the length of DC from river to river? That pretty much explains to you why we can't see the lunar landing site or the flag, or as some people have actually asked, the footprint. Wanted us to zoom in on that. You got to realize the moon is huge, and we're just looking at it through a 10-inch, reflector telescope. Granted, we get some pretty good views. We do have to deal with some atmospheric distortions and whatnot, but there is no way from Earth, with the atmosphere and how far away it is and how small the area is, that we would ever get a clear shot. The lunar observers, which are actually in orbit above the moon, have a hard time getting a shot. They have really, really, really high, powerful cameras to do so. And they don't even make it most of the time. So that's just a roundabout. That's the reason why we can't see it. If you have any other questions, go ahead and post them down below. Hope this lets a lot of people know, so we can stop getting the question. Obviously, I'll still answer the question. But if you know anybody that's wondering, or anybody asked that wants to see the flag on the moon, go ahead and point them to this video. All right, guys. Well, I thank you, and I'll see you guys when the moon comes up.